Nintendo's haunted message. An actual creepy message from Nintendo. Nintendo decides they're going to have Zelda, wear nasty Link clothes. And they're going to have an actual trailer video you can watch of Leg Up for Ray, right? But they're also going to have... Do you remember you're looking at that Mario 64 background? What was in the background of the cake? But this is what Nintendo does. Nintendo likes to do very, very evil things, right? They like to get closer to pair of boobs. And the way you get closer to pair of boobs is you make all those things happen. You make Zelda have a robe. They want to talk about how Tri is, so Tri will be below, while Ray's leg will be up, and Tri will be below. And then they want to talk about Fantasio teeth, so we're going to make a game this year, about Fantasio and the teeth, right? They want to show you more legs. They want to show you how Ray likes floating in the air, like the leg wants to float in the air and stab you in the head. And they want to do this all by Wanderer's cape, where his cape is up and you can still see Wanderer's head, right? And that is the reason they made you a video, which I thought was amazing. Just like that's where I'm clicking on with Nintendo, because Nintendo is like, all right, we're gonna make a video. They're gonna make Zelda Echoes of Wisdom. They're gonna make a video, and they're gonna make it creepy. They're gonna make it, easy to follow too, like I'm showing you right now. And when we add all that together too, because there's a crazy part of adding that all together, right? But there's also the idea we're still gonna have a bird. We're gonna have Ray being a bird, being the bird. We're gonna have that crap going on. We're gonna have a pair of legs of that, so that's gonna be on the cape also. And we're going to have a lot of messed up ideas going on here. They're going to have another, blank stare down below. The idea to keep looking for boobs and legs. Big flop boobs, right? Yeah, I don't know what the heck's up with the South Park episode where they're all about, jumping on their balls. I have no idea what the heck that's about, but I do know about Uni. Still on the cape. A lot of things are on the cape right now. I like looking all the way back at the Tri face and then connecting the Tri face with like the leg. The leg is an eye. It's a pretty crazy one. That one's good. Oh man. You just want to have a leg. You want to have like another Tri, like as a swoop. But they want to have it as a face still. So it's going to be a 1, 2, 3. That's the whole idea behind 77. 77 is always going to be about the legs and everything, And that is back to the top where Zelda is. So Zelda's like standing on all this crazy whatever the heck this evil crap is. Right? Man, I want to eat a pear now. I don't know. I've been eating some pears, but don't you want to just go eat like a pear or something? If you go down below, and you keep going down below, I really do like this little Ray idea they have. So the 1, 2, 3 Ray to make a face, and then it's just gonna do all kinds of creepy things, like show you an X, show you all kinds of things. In X and Uni, they have to have that whole but Y thing, because X's can still make Y's, right? If you know a vagina that looks like that, and you know a vagina that looks like a pair of legs, what the heck does that even mean, right? Isn't that gonna kind of creep you out? What the heck does that even mean when you look at a vagina that looks like a pair of legs? I don't know. But I still know about 7, right? So 7 easily makes a ray leg if they use the whole 77 creature that they have, easily making a ray leg. You know, just very easy creation idea. That's kind of how you're also gonna get hips. Like you're gonna make like a head. So you're gonna make a head that looks like a female body. Or a bloated body, you go by it. Let me see. Right. Yeah, that's a pretty creepy one. I just find this design crazy that they got going down even here because they got a crazy design of ray legs as a mouth again. But it seems like it's almost like a new idea. I don't think I remember seeing something like this one, and this one's we're on the shirt, so you go below the shirt. There'll be this long thing, but then there'll be another long thing. So just use the whole V method, and there'll be another V, of course. Vengeance, you know. Yeah, Ray. I don't know what's up with the floating legs. I have no idea what's up with the dead legs that are the dead legs that are floating. That's pretty crazy for his arms. Okay, whatever the heck you want that to be. A witch hat. A hand is a witch hat. You know, for Shimigami Tensei Vengeance. Gotta make a crazy box art, you know. It has to be for Shimigami Tensei. What the heck is this about? Yep, 1-2 alert. Wow, that's really weird. 1-2 alert to have that right next by the odd thing. That's pretty odd looking. That's what they think of 3. Huh. More of the tries, I guess. Yeah, you want to keep looking for boobs? I do. That's exactly why I want to keep looking for boobs. So he has a hand to the left. He has these 2 arms on his left. Which, if you turn him around, it'd be like a right. But you know, you're just taking a left on the picture. And this is pretty creepy. These hands are both creepy because one of the hands is kind of like what I would consider a ray, and then the other hand's like a mouse sucking on something or eating something, you know. And I mean, a penis going in a big hole, vagina, sure, whatever. But if we go down, that's pretty funny and evil. Let's go to this one's really hard to see because it's a pair of boobs. Yeah, it's still on the. So on the left, there's a further hand because of like you know the movement of the hands, and then there's the other hand, and that other hand has a pair of boobs idea. Is it accurate? Who knows? But you know. Yep, we of course go to where we turn this thing over, right? And we're still gonna get Ray, right? I know, like Drool. Drool's a crazy one. I really like Drool. Drool gets better and better every time. Even when you're eating healthy, your saliva gets back because you're eating so healthy. There's the 1, 2, 3. That's a really weird 1, 2, 3. I want to keep looking at her shoulder, you know what I'm saying? That's the whole point. The game wants you to keep looking at her shoulder, which is very scary. They want you to keep looking at Xenoblade 3's DLC to look at her shoulder, to look what's going on with that. This is all just turning around your camera of this photo. Turn around this photo. Pyra and Mithra amiibo packaging, amazing. Just amazing packaging. There's a little double V thing going on. But you know, the right side up, so they're like standing, right? So the pubes. And Pyra Mithra, you know. Pubes. Strange when you add Rex into it too. That gets pretty strange. I thought I was gonna be in Smash. You gotta listen to every word that's being said. I thought I was gonna be in Smash. It wants you to turn it to the side for the mouth. Of course, it wants to do like another Ray mouth. There's a lot of Ray mouths. Ray is very scary. But that's really good face. That's why they want you to turn it over. And then they want to get to the one horn, because Xena has a one horn. Xena's about like the one horn stuff. The Sonic characters, like what I've learned, is screw what your opinion is, you know what I'm saying? Screw what your opinion is. All you gotta know about Sonic the Hedgehog is they get crazy every time. You know, they like to make cream. They like to make all kinds of things, you know. Yeah, if you want a pair of melons, you gotta use the A. There's the Pokemon ZA thing going on. So that's why they're having that little side be a stair. So we're gonna have side. But we're also gonna have how there's the other thing about side. I don't see a human, but I do see like a Wind Waker uni. I do see boobs. Okay, so I'll see boobs and a belly button. I can see that when I turn it back to normal on the cape. But of course, we're going to have the reason he keeps holding his arm up, the friendly rival. He needs to stop really. He's so creepy how he just holds up his arm like that. Is he trying to point out tail? I don't know. With this one, he might be trying to point out tail. I'm most likely going with the Demi Kids thing. He's probably going to the Demi Kids. But if he's pointing out tail, that's okay. They could do that, yeah, because of the way they move. Yeah, that's fine. So that's why we go all the way back to the whole thing that was a bird. Because the bird has like a tail connection thing, and back to our 77 stuff. Why does uni have to have, right? Why does uni have to have her foot being like legs, having her legs have feet on them. Uni's easily part of 77, of course, but it's almost like, of course, a vagina has a face, right? But there's like, that's a strange but why. That's like it. That's exactly like the but why she might be talking about. So maybe she's talking about like the but why of a human being trapped in something. Um, Nasty to hold that thing in your hand too. I mean, you can hold. I'd go with the vagina though for this one. This one's like, that's why it's flipping it over to legs and looking kind of like a human thing. The vagina looking like a human. I don't know. It's a pretty crazy one. Little smile. Little smiles of face, known as what, Mesmer. So Mesmer likes making the faces with his fingers. I don't know why the heck that thing that's on his shirt, I don't know why it looks like 77, but it looks like 77's talking about flaps and all kinds of things. There's an H down below. Mary carrying a flag around, right? That's pretty messed up. Creatures. A flag of creatures, you know? Oh gosh, that looks like the thyroid problem. That's so crazy. That looks like the thyroid problem rather than just looking like a pair of legs. That looks like thyroid issue. Inflammatory. That's to the side of a shirt. Yeah, I just like finding the walkers too. And the reason I like finding the walkers, there's a thing called 12 gate. We switch it over, we'll get R2. I mean, you gotta think about Sonic the Hedgehog too. Also, you know. And, but what I like about it is when you apply all that stuff together and now you're looking at all these faces and they all look really weird. So you'll turn your camera over again back to the face to get to that tri face that I was talking about for shoulders. But like, there's some other crazy faces going on. Suckers. Why Ishtar wants to be a pair of boobs with legs, I don't know. It's pretty crazy. And that's just a good face. So once we turn it over, his other arms, his other pair of arms, yes, I know they look like a pair of legs with shorts on them. But what's crazy is when you turn it over, they're going to have a mouth and a very creepy looking eye. And that's the way I prefer to look at it. Even though we got the legs and shorts, and we got, Marina, we got all kinds of positions that Marina likes to do, Pearl and Marina. Um, but that's the crazy one I like paying attention to, the one like where you would look at it and you'd be like, this has to be a pair of shorts. But then you like look at it and then you look at it again, and now we're getting the mouth and the eye. And the eye can be a mouth, so then we got another face that's like eating the eye while the other mouth. And that's the beauty of Mario 64. So that's like the beautiful thing about Mario 64 that I always pay attention to. And I don't know what Famito's sick game is, right? His sick game, like, I don't know, like, is like I know everything about pregnant boobs, so it's a pretty crazy game that's going on right here. And a pregnant lady riding a dick, that's a pretty crazy one too. If you really want to look at that one, you'll have to turn the camera over again and go back to the thing that looks like a vagina on the side, which looks like a pair of legs, and it's the idea of vagina looking like a pair of legs. But then you'll get into this is the whole point of side and hover, because a pregnant lady hovering over, that's a pretty crazy experience that happens in life. Yep. And ending with the leg into short leg right into that. Fee is crazy. We know we have crazy Pokemon. This whole A thing is crazy. The James gets very crazy Pokemon also. And you would expect with all this information. We get a grape thing, which is kind of crazy. So grape, like a boobs ghost or whatever. But you would think, because Princess Peach, she likes to go on ice skating. That's why I really like the Princess Peach game, is because the Princess Peach game is when you get to the stage area, and then you see the fire. I'm just like, oh my gosh, what the fudge is this, Pair of leg, 1, 2, 3. That's an okay one on his leg. On his left leg, that one's all right. So there's like a leg. Making some kind of crazy face. It's okay. Man, that's why I like the hangers. I'm just always looking for the hangers. They look like Pokemon and all kinds of crazy things, but they're just like... Yeah, because you gotta make Uni's leg somehow. But then you have this idea, even though you can easily make Uni's leg thing, there's also the idea... Oh my gosh. Of, like the tree being scratched in Ocarina of Time. Right. Plants are deadly too. Like when a plant scratches you, poison ivy. Uh, the plant that combats humans, pretty crazy thing. Use the BP method if you want to see Raylag, or you want to see some kind of creepy face and see why we're doing this whole Z thing, because we want like a pair of, ray legs. So that's on the leg. So that's their whole idea behind doing ZA. ZA is a very easy one to getting into Devil, Uni, and Ray. Very easy. So that's the whole really crazy idea behind a Z. And then A is really easy to get into too, because all you do is side by side. They're going to have the A. They're being very odd with the A, though. The A is like to get into about Y. Zay. Yaz. Instead of like yes. Yaz. Yeah, if you had the questions about it being like, I don't understand what the whole insect thing is about, but like, I do know that they like using the insect to make some pretty creepy faces. So I do know that for Mario 64, they love to do that. And don't forget, Zelda is top gold. Boobs are top gold, And, his other leg wants to be another kind of like bloatation, pregnancy, whatever thing. Crazy. Into another demi thing? I have no idea what the heck Ray wants to be into another demi thing, making like a big belly. That's a full... I guess after eating that many humans, you'd be full or something. I have no idea what the heck that's supposed to be. Tauros! Oxes! Tauros! Don't even have to switch it over, and it's kind of like doing this whole bowl. Yeah, we have to get into cursing somehow. Eventually, we're going to get into cursing because cursing's bull. We're going to get to that part. And what their whole entire idea is by horns, bull. And that's the reason why when you're playing Dragon Age, there's that character that has the horns. No. Yeah, it's a very scary world in the video game world. It's just a very scary world. Yes, the 7 sevens, 12 gate, backwards, and then frontwards. It's a whole 121. The tiny little Gosh, the tiny little smile thing's crazy. So the tiny little smile is to be like an idea into mouse laying on a bed. Don't forget that we have the crutched over characters carrying the sacks. Conker's Bad Fur Day, Spyro. And, 29 minutes. Holy crap, right? Yeah. But thyroid's a very good one. And so is this vagina legs thing, which, many crazy topics with the plant creatures, right? Pokemon, all kinds of stuff. Yep. And, oh gosh. Shin Megami Tensei, easy one with all the talons.